Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever your time situation would be. Hello, hello, hello. I am so glad that you guys are joining me today. I don't know if you see, but yes, I have a new light and I haven't figured out the configuration yet as far as it not being in front of my face or making me look like I'm one of the people in the movie Cocoon. I just dated myself with that comment. Cocoon came out when? I think when I was a child, but still. Um, I haven't seen that movie in forever, too. I might have to go watch Cocoon again. So, anyways, I got a new light. I got my new phone, and I was gonna try to record with that just to see how it looked, but it kept showing my hands is upside down. So, I literally just finished setting it up 10 minutes ago, and 10 minutes wasn't enough time to be able to figure it out. But the pretty thing is that this whole line of Google phones is named after Gemstone. So I got what they are calling, Heather, you have to go down to your map. I got what they're calling Moonstone, and all of the guys look at it and say, oh, that's great. Or silver. It is like the prettiest bluish, purplish silver, like a really pretty periwinkle, but it's called Moonstone. And then there was Jade, which is reminiscent of something we're gonna work on today, actually. And then the other one is Obsidian. So but they said they're coming out with other colors, and those will also be gemstones. But I didn't want to wait anymore because I've been waiting for this phone to come out for like 6 months now. So, and this is the first time they didn't require me to trade in my phone since like 2015, maybe longer than that. We've been in the era where you trade in your phone every single time. And so when they didn't take my phone this time, I was like, wait, what? Nope, we don't need your phone. Anyways, this is what I thought we would do today, ladies. Hello, John. Hello, Beth, Tammy, and Leanna. Hopefully others will join us. Well, it looks like we've got a couple that just start talking, chatting, which is okay. By all means, you're fine. What I thought we would do today is I thought that we would kind of dress up a focal that doesn't get quite enough love, in my opinion. So I will be showing it. Aw, thanks, Jenny. I appreciate that. I hope everything's good. I and what I'm talking about is a donut bead. They don't get a lot of love. I love them and people love them. I'm just saying they're not seen as like special, fancy, whatever. So I'm gonna debunk that myth right now. And we are going to dress up some donut beads that I have, Sue Child Jade, which was supposed to be in the first line of collections, like way back before they got vetoed. So I still, Heather, can you guys, is the light good on my mat? I'm hoping it is. Anyways, okay, let's go down to the mat so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I have all of these donut beads, and they are various shades of Sue Chow Jade. So the only reason I'm bringing them all out is because, well, I'm going to be using some pearls today. But as far as the other stuff, it's up for grabs. We could go antique brass or antique brass slash bronze if we want. And I've got, and for that, and or carnelian. And for that, I could pull in these red coin beads from Bead Box Bargains, or these faceted carnelians. See, I told you we were coordinating today, Rosanna. I told you. We were on the same line of thinking. Or, oh, and I have beautiful crystals, both flat disc. Oh, wait, these are the, see those girls? They're so pretty. This is more of like a reddish color. Like, look, I'll put it down on the mat, kind of next to the carnelian and stuff. Those are kind of like a reddish shimmer. Oh, wait, this is not, is it? No, that's not what I thought it was. I might have to ask my, if we go carnelian, I might have to ask my sister-in-law to grab me the other ones because I think they're out there. Oh, or we can go on the green side of the family like that. And in these, I know I have both beads right here because I just went and found them. I'm going to lose my love, ever loving mind. I just had them. Did I stick them back up on the shelf? I literally just had them in my hand. These them or these the tan ones? Those are the tan ones. I also have tan if I cannot find. Yep, I put them back. Ugh, so I have these, like, I would say light cantaloupe, yellowish green, and then I have the matching drops in those as well. So I don't know. Do you guys want to go more on the red side of it and pick one of the donuts that have more of the red and brown colors? Or do we want to go towards the green? And we can also go back or forth whether we do bronze or gold. So tell me what you think. Because I want to dress these up. They're already a little dressed up in the fact that they are double-sided carved donut beads. So they're not just like this one, you guys. Look at that. So beautiful. And if you guys like this and want a kit, let me know. I can put some kits together for you, or we can go towards the, or I can just do them on a kit sale day or something like that. Okay. Orangey for fall. Hello. Okay. So let me see if I do in fact have the other. I don't. Oh, they might be in here. Hold on 1 second. You guys, we did so much work in my bead room this weekend. I'm so happy. I'd show it to you, but I just muddied up my desk again, getting ready for this live. So I wasn't, yeah. Nope. Those are the tan ones, right? Yep, those are the tan ones. Where are the ones? Uh, all right, I gotta go try and find those real quick. If I don't see them in a quick glance, we can pivot to something else, but I will be right back. Yeah, so, oh my goodness, it's like I'm the Pied Piper or something. Oh, copper? I think that's too, I think copper is way too much orange. I would go either bronze or gold with the carnelian. I think that, like, either I pulled these out as a spacer for the bronze. I have this that is kind of a mix of like dark gold, the more like purple. It was a strand or two in a bead box, or from Dollar Bead Box. So if we go with orange, I would say fall. I mean, I would say either bronze or gold, but which? Okay, yeah. First, the dispacers. Let me clean up the drops and then of the cantaloupe colors, which, if you like what I do and you'd be interested in the other colorway, let me know, because I can always make it. And then I was also going to show you guys, in case you needed to do it, you have a tighter budget, whatever. There are several ways that you could still do this. So maybe you don't have the freshwater pearls. These are acrylic little beads that are double-sided carved. And I think I got 1,000 of them for like $8. So I have a huge jar. I have a whole bunch of them right here. Also, maybe you don't use the 18 karat gold plated findings. That's another thing. There are things like that you can do rather than stringing. You could do links, and then you wouldn't have to use quite as many beads, because you could do like little links and add them together, and then you just have the jump rings, and you can use whatever size jump rings, or go between two size jump rings and make a little chain in between each link. Yes, I have gold spacers right here. I have those. I have my 18 karat gold plated version of the floral beads. I also have these coin beads, but I prefer the carnelian, the red agate ones that we have. But again, we have those. Something else you could do is, like I said, add a little link. Like these are just little, and these are 14 karat gold plated, but and these were either silver or platinum plated, and they were not expensive at all. So you could literally do a link and then put one of these, like 4 or 5 links of chain, one of these 4 or 5 links of chain, and then another beaded link. And that's a really good way to stretch out your beads and keep your profit margin profitable, because obviously we don't want to just while we love doing this, at one point or another, we're gonna have to start selling, because our hubbies will just insist on it. Or at least mine does. No, he does it because he thinks I'm very talented and he wants me to put more of. He thinks I could make money on my stuff, not just selling beads to people. Oh, and my 18 karat gold. These are reminiscent of the ones that were just in the bargain bead box, only these are 18 karat gold plated, and the cost difference per 100 was like, I think $1.50 more. So more than they were on bead box bargain. So that is an option. Oh wait, I forgot I have these. I have these 18 karat gold filled barrel spacer. Ooh yeah, we are gonna have so much fun with this. I'm so excited. Yep. Okay. So, first question. Do I want to wire? Is there even room first? Where did it just go? Do we want the one that's already on the leather? That's kind of a mix of both. Do we want one? Okay, so let me pull the green ones off. This is one of my favorites. That one will probably stay in a design for me. So there's the reddish one. That one would be pretty with the carnelian as well. This one again is both. So it's just a matter of which you like. Are these focals you guys would want? Like if I had them in a sale, is this something that you guys would want? Hi Caroline. Oh yeah. Those would be really pretty, but I don't remember. Hi Carolyn. Chris. Okay. So yeah. So these would be $7 if I were to sell them as just a focal. So if you saw one that you really liked on the screen or want me to put them up after the fact, I can do so. That way, you can, if there's a specific one that you want, we can get that out. Okay. So I'm going to be using some Champagne Extreme Flex that I got from Miss Rosanna because she is a sweetie. I'm going to do 2 different sides though. I'm not gonna just like attach to this, or maybe I will. Okay, I need some. I'm tempted to see what a cat's paw knot would look like with beading cord, but I'm also scared because I know this is expensive and I don't have a lot of it. So I'm like, what if it gets ruined? What if you do the knot and then it kinks and you cannot unkink it or use it again? Okay. Nope, I'm too chicken. Okay. So I'm going to. Oh, I'm glad that you like them, Carolyn. So here's what I'm thinking. I wish these were like bead frames because that would look really pretty inside. Okay, so for the focal, what I'm thinking is that we are going to use some. Have any of you used the paddles to, like, if you crochet your wire, you put it through the paddle and you slowly go down one size at a time. And then when you get down to the smallest one, it's a much closer, like, knitted. Like if you started out, it might start out as like that. And by the time you're done, it's more like this color or this size. And so that's what I was thinking. Oh, I also have these from way back when from Sam's Bead Shop. These are also pretty. They're like I don't know. They've got a gold wash on them. They're very pretty. So we have lots of options though. So what are we going to do at the center? Let's go ahead and start with these. That way I'm going to put 2 and we can hopefully, we'll figure out the pendant situation and it can be attached between those 2 beads. Then I've got the smaller pearls and the larger pearls. Okay. I'm always so scared I'm gonna like scratch up the pearl or break up the pearl when I pull it off the strand. So we have these large ones. Oh, and just to let you guys know, any of you that ordered the angel things, those are going out today. I apologize. The invoices are. But I used these pearls for the body of the angel, not the ones that you got from Sam's or from the last sale. Because so I just want to show you the difference in size that you would be getting. They wouldn't be these small ones. And I went and got some more of the smaller ones for the head of the angel. And I'm looking for wings in gold because now I want a gold option. All right, so here's what I want to do. I think with this, I'm going to do a pearl and I'm going to do a flower bead cap. Come on. Yes. And a flower bead cap going the other way. And I want to do a gold. And then the smaller bead cap first. And then the larger ones that I just had in my hand. You guys can, I hope you guys can see these ones that I got. They're a little bit different, but I like to do the smaller bead cap first because then it kind of fills in the middle and then it goes out and it looks really good. And then I just spacer. Large bead cap, small bead cap. I hope I'm not. No, that size difference is too big. So I think what I'll do is I will go the small and then I will go to the larger pearl, but I'm not going to put the big bead caps on these. I'm still just going to use the smaller one because I like the way that it looks, even though it's a larger pearl. And then I'm going to go back to the bead. And then I'm going to go into the carnelian disc. That one, that one. So this. I'm someone who doesn't like when the size graduates like too much. What do you guys think? Oh, that one needs to go down. You know what? It needs the carnelian in between the two pearls. That's what's missing. Let me pull in a little of the red and then go from that to the larger pearl. Just to introduce the red, otherwise it just looks out of place to me. And if I'm getting caught up in my head, I'm sorry. I do that when I design. Sometimes if I already have it like planned out, it's not. I can keep up with the chat much easier. Yeah, see, I like the red being introduced right there, but I put the big bead cap on it. I don't want to do that. Just a little one. Back to the little gold spacer. Okay, Wednesday night is getting changed this week. It's a whole thing. Wednesday night I will be pulling stuff for next week's bead sale at Bernie's. And so that's the only night he has to do that. Wednesday is. I'm going to try. I just don't know which night I'm going to change to. I got to look at other people's time slots because I don't like to knowingly go into somebody else's time slot. Now, there's going to be certain situations where it happens and it's just what it is, but I don't like to knowingly do that. So I need to go. I'm gonna look around on Becky's and Danielle's and Sam's, all of those first to make sure that there's nothing going on. And then I will do a post in the Beadie's Besties group and let you guys know which it is. So that's why I don't have anything for the agenda yet. That's just the way it happened this week. Otherwise, we would have had to cancel that sale, but I am going down because I might be going down to pick a step today. So you guys, this Sunday will not be a sale night. Yeah, it's the only time this will happen, I've been assured. So it's the only night he can get together. He has band practice tonight and life the other nights, but he just got in a very large shipment of new stuff. So there's a lot of new hematite that I'll be able to bring you if that's what you guys want me to do. If you guys don't want hematite, that's fine. If you guys, he's got some very beautiful focals that have already been silversmith that I thought we would do. So there's like 5 Australian zebra jasper, and then he's got the rounds as well. So what I was thinking is that's what I would do. I would pull out a focal. There would be so many. You could pick which one you wanted off the grid. Whoever comments a number first is the one who gets that number. And then we would also be selling the coordinating beads to go with them. That's what I want to do. So let me know what you think of that. I would really like to know if that makes, and I need to know what you guys want. Please do not be afraid to ask ever. I really don't mind. And if you want something specific, you can always ask me and I can pull it for you. I went and shopped for Pauline yesterday. She wanted some stuff that wasn't included in the last sale. This was the first time our schedules met up. So then she was essentially at the store with me, but virtually, and I was able to pull specific strands that she likes. So for that, there is a minimum requirement of at least $50 worth of items. If I'm going to go down and pull stuff specifically, there just has, I just need that because I already do so much with the YouTube channel and everything else that it's not a big requirement. And I hope you guys are okay with it. All right, now that I have finished this first little vignette, I want to go, the barrel beads need some beading tube under them because they are much bigger. So I will have to fix that at the center part of the things. I don't. There was a little bit of discussion with some people about my doing it from my house the way I did this last week, and they would prefer that Brittany be there. So, well, there's not going to be V-tubing in this bead. It's just barely too small. Yeah, it's just barely too small for the V-tubing. So that's not going to work. So yeah, so I just followed what I got from you guys about the situation, and that was what you guys wanted. So, well, at least what some people wanted. So, you guys like that? Am I not using enough crystals? Am I using too many pearls? I'm sorry, talk about that is hard. It just kind of makes me feel that I'm not enough. I have to have somebody else. And now I'm second guessing everything. Sorry. Okay, didn't like the way the barrel bead looks. So instead, I'm going to I don't like the big pearl. I don't like any of it right now. Let me save the barrels for a bracelet. Oh, where did I put the carnelian barrel beads? that's what I should be using. And I'll pull it out. So, not these very it's the dark purple. Because sometimes I don't know, because when talk of me doing it myself came up, that's how it was explained to me, that he needed to be there because he's part of the thing. And that's why I just wish that people asking about my old partnership, and it's just all getting drug up again. But that's not what you guys are here to see. So let me try to get my bearings back. I'm gonna make the earrings. So I at least get something finished today. Do I want to do pearls or the either or would be really pretty, or maybe all three. Oh yeah, all three with the bead cap would be very pretty. Okay, gold wires. Let's get something finished today, Heather. I don't know where my double flush cutters are right now, so breaking my own rule. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't just show that. So I'm gonna do one of my hybrid loops, but I like small loops. So I'm just gonna go, I don't know, not even a 1/4 inch. And then I'm gonna go up over the top, down and under, and I didn't cut. I cut it up wire, but not to do this easily. Technically, there's enough wire. It's just a matter if I can make that wire go where I want it to go and stay there. There's my Randy pliers. So then I'm just, all I do is wrap the, come on, they put, is just wrap it around the back of the wire. So there's one full rotation. So then it's not a wrapped loop, but it's not a simple loop either. But that's what I prefer. Obviously, you guys can. I just don't like, I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just not my personal preference. Okay, come on. You're cut, so come off. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to pull off one of the flower bead caps. I'm going to put on a pearl, put on the other flower bead cap, I'm gonna top it off with one of the coins. Let's see. I think that'll be pretty. It would also be very pretty with this crazy lace agate hearts right here. That's another thing. Look at those. Here, let me zoom in so you can see how pretty that is. Come on, you can do it. Where did it go? See those next to each other? So pretty. Has the yellowy green. Yeah, some crazy lace might get put with one of those. Or if you're a crazy lace person and you would like to see the donuts after this, I can lay them out, and you guys, if one of them catches your eye, go ahead and let me know. That needs a ball on top first. And I can add them to the invoices today. That didn't get done. It was a holiday. Yeah, that's why. And then again, I try to go into the actual corner of the wrap so that, again, I don't have to do a bunch of little wraps. And I grab this and you go around once. I will use the rest of this for the other earring in just a moment. And I can mess around with the design today and come back to the necklace tomorrow. Okay, now one of the pretty drops. So what we're gonna do is put this. I do like, you guys, these are drilled down. So they're not right up at the top. They're very pretty. So pretty. And so because it comes down further, I have found that I don't get the same breakage I've gotten on other brios. So all I did was I crisscross these. I also try not to get too close to the point. There's at least a good millimeter, maybe two, in between the wire and the brio itself. And then I just bring in my Randy pliers. That's just what I call them. And I point one of these up and the other one over. And then I grab my my micro bent chain nose and hold it right there. Pull that down. I probably could have had that in a better spot. And again, I'm really high up. I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's fine. It's not going to break if I don't go down too far, right? Okay. And then I'm going to bend this back at a 90-degree angle, make the same loop that I did on the others, come down and around. And then I'm going to go ahead and loop directly. I don't want to jump right through this. So we will open our loop. I'm going to put the pearl in the middle, right? Okay, I can lay them out, lay out the ones I don't want. And then you guys can tell me which ones you do want. And I'm going to wrap this. I'm going to go down just a tad since There's plenty of room there. Okay, and then you can either, to finish this off, oh, good news. The back of my new phone is a magnet. So I can pick up metal beads I drop using my cell phone. I don't have to pull out the big magnet. Because I have a big super magnet. It's like this big around. And I use that for when I inevitably drop beads on the ground. Okay, ear wire, you could go. I have some little filigree ones. Again, Stephen kind of moved some stuff around and we weren't able to go over where everything is. So we will just go with the tried and true 5-second earring wire. Okay. I'm going to pull out a ball head pin. I'm going to go ahead and pull both right now. Sorry about that, guys. Go ahead and pull out both right now. And so that I can cut them at the same spot. Get my little round nose pliers right at the tip. Bend that up till it touches the upper or the wire. Then you're going to grab your 6-step bail making pliers, whichever size you like, which I think I'm going to go with the 5 this time for my hook. You're going to point the ball part away from where you're bending it. And if you want a little bit extra, you can scooch your pliers up however up you want them to be before you go ahead and wrap around. Just like so. There you have a really nice 18 karat gold plated ear wire. Same thing you get. You can buy those all day, or you can buy the ball head pins yourself and make them cheaper. At least it's cheaper quality wise. There are some that you can absolutely get for a little bit less expensive. I don't find them to be the same quality. And then once I have mine, I do kind of bend it down just a little bit so that it gets closer to the thing. I didn't have to do it on that one. But then you just open up your little loop, and the loops I made will not fit over the ball. So I'm just going to put them on backwards like that, and then close up a loop just like you would a jump ring. If you like the little kick, you can go to the end and do the little kick out. I don't like it, and I really like these earrings. So, yeah. What's it called? So my ears are crooked, so I don't like the little kick. If you do, obviously, I always recommend to go right where the ball is, like, and do it there. And if you're going to do it, I like when it's the smaller, like a smaller kick. But I'm actually going to turn these around because my wire is facing like where I ended it, facing the wrong way. So, okay, let me get this back on and closed up. So pretty. Love these earrings. Really love these earrings. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Oh, sorry. We have to celebrate ourselves. My apologies. There's Miss Pauline. Hello, my dear. I talked about you a little while ago about personal shopping for you. I was using you as an example. Okay, let's see which ones I have that I most definitely do not want to keep myself. Just a minute. Let me pull them out. Let's see. Do I have any paper or like a sheet of labels or something I can use to make a grid. I'm sure I do. Excuse me, Cooper. Oops. Everything's okay. They're just stickers and things. Nothing to do with beading. It was not the and luckily for me, the big the open stickers were not in there. Excuse me, boys. Why do you guys come back to my spot? Wait for me to come back and sit down. Then get back in your comfy spot instead of the way you just did it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you do want to buy those. Did. We did indeed. All right. Oh, let's make a little grid. I will lay out the donuts I don't want. Here they are. So there's this one. I pulled this one to use for the design because I really like that with the carnelian. It's really pretty. And I'm definitely keeping that one. Sorry, guys. That's my favorite. It's been my favorite since the beginning. And I can get more of these from Bernie's. He has more of these donuts. So if that's the one you're using, Heather. If you don't see one you want today but would like me to get more, I can always do that. Trying to keep like the orangey ones off by themselves. Why do I keep putting that back down? I really like that one too. So okay, let's see here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that I can, nope, wrong way. Still not getting the back row. I'll do them two at a time. I'm going to do 2 rows at a time, guys, so that I can zoom in and you can see the difference better. And my face is over that one. There we go. Okay. And I will pick them up and show you to the camera. Where's my pen and/or marker? Why do I do this to myself? You were just up, Heather. Why didn't you grab the marker then? Okay. And if you'd rather me just make a kit, or you want to wait till my necklace design is done tomorrow and you just want to buy the kit, we can do that too. We can also do it to where if you like the drops and crystals, I have them in those 2 colors. I have them in tan and I have them in like this smoky gray. And for each of those, I have both the flat and the like pretty. So this is going to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Okay, so Beth wants the top left second one. You want C? Okay, this is for Beth. Pull out my Post-its. Okay. Oh, did I pull the wrong one? I pulled C. Okay, or I can do it that way, Beth. You can answer me tomorrow when I have the design more set in place. Anybody else want any of these that are on the mat? Oh, they're $7. I'm sorry, Tammy. I'm sorry. I didn't answer that question. I apologize. They're larger than a quarter. They are drilled on both sides. So there's like this one. Oops, sorry. Why is the light not doing what the light's supposed to do? I think because it's not over the camera. There we go. So there's this one that has like, it kind of like fades off. Like, you know, in the Pocahontas movie where like all the feathers go around in a circle or the leaves go around in a circle and then just float off. That's kind of what this reminds me of. I'm not sure why, but it does. This one is very pretty. This one would go beautifully with citrine, bronzite, anything. And if you wanted to do the focal like half and half, this would be beautiful with pearls as well, because this is more of like it's very close to the shade of pearls. So this would be a pretty one. There's that one. This one leans more green. It does. It's not the same cream color as A, but again, it's really pretty and it kind of just flows off together. This really does remind me of that Pocahontas movie. And then there's this one, which is so pretty. This one is carved a little bit differently. Like this one has like bigger like divots in it, giving it more of like a fluted edge look. Whereas the next one I'll show you doesn't have that same. And this is a thinner one. And then this one is F. And if you're a fan of like the more honeydew melon color, oh, so pretty. And I like the dark flecks of green in it. That one's F. This is a thicker one. This one's thicker too. Oh, I was going to tell you. This one, it just barely, it goes round. And then when you get to where the carved line is, there's a bit of a little divot in it, but it's not fluted like this one. And then there's this one that is very pretty. And if anybody wants matching crystal, just tell me. And then this one is probably the lightest yellow of the ones that are up on the mat right here. There are a couple others that are like this that I can do in the next batch, but it's very pretty. So there it is. Alrighty, I will go on to the second, and if anybody wants them, they can tell me. Beth, I have yours sticky noted, so I know where it's going. Oh, that was pretty. Where's the one that had leather on it? Because I could take that off. Where did it go? Because that's a very pretty one. I have no idea where I put the one with the leather attached to it from when I was teaching how to do like a cat's paw knot. Okay, these ones are again Suchow Jade. This one has like, this is A, and it has like that carnelian, like little, they remind me of veins actually, the way they look and how they just kind of split off and go, but they're very pretty with the red. This is red agate, but carnelian is an orangey red agate. So, but yeah, so this one is A. The other side has a little bit deeper color, and it has some of those darker green flecks like on one of the other ones. Very pretty. And then this one is B. This one, if you guys watched Rosanna's live, she showed like the natural orange carnelian that she got from me. This is that color. This would go perfect with those. And it's on both sides. Again, it has leans into the like amber tones. You could definitely put amber with these. Amber would be beautiful with this. Okay, next one. It's very delicate. I mean, it's not skinny. I just mean the color. It's so soft. And again, I love the veining in it. It's so pretty. There. Why have I had it under my hand? Instead of showing it to you guys like that. Very pretty. If you want to see any others, not in my hand, but just up so you can see the translucency. This is D. And again, it goes up into the amber tones. Very pretty. This side has more of like the veining look, where this is, it has it, but it's not as like vibrant as this side is, but very pretty. E. This one is E. Just has that slight little bit down at the bottom, which if you didn't like that, you could always do a leather knot above this and it would help with that. This one is F. I like the little like bottom. I don't know why. Oh, not on my hand. Very pretty. Flip it over. It's even softer. This one is a bit richer in tone. Like it's not as translucent. It's more opaque. But very solid in the color. The color is what the color is. Very pretty. And then H has those same flecks that were in green, except for on this one, they're like that orangey blue color. So again, and because it's carved in a circular wreath pattern, it just looks like it's following like the wind. The wind is taking it where it wants to go. So pretty. Looks like somebody just plucked a dandelion or fall leaves going through it. So those are all of them. You too, my dear. But I will finish up the necklace design before we go to before we get together tomorrow, and we can go over and do that together tomorrow. And thank you guys all for showing up. Sorry that I got a little I try not to do that, but I can't always do it. When something comes up, it just gets me a little time. So that's all. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you for supporting my channel and for supporting me all the time like you guys do. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. As always, happy beading.